Right, good afternoon. Starting Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, Part 4. Treasures, I think it is. Anyway, I'll put it in the title. My stalling block on this was what format mine was going to take. So in the end, I've decided. I bought this picture frame yesterday. It's massive, right? It's I don't know how big it is actually. Sorry, that light is going to shine on you. It does have a mount, but I'm not intending to use the mount. So the inside measurements are roughly 15.5 or 39 centimeters by let's say 19 or 49 centimeters. So it's not, I was going to get a box frame from Hobbycraft, but they were £16. Well, I was in Home Bargains yesterday, which is a shop here in the UK, and I saw this and I thought, do you know, I know it's not a box frame, but it's a nice white frame and it's really strong. Put that on there and that'll stop that glare. Let's give it a whirl. It was £4.99. That's quite a price difference, isn't it? So let me see if I can lift you up so you get the whole thing. So what I'm going to try and do, I really must get a new camera thing. It's gone very wobbly again. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to work on it to this size. I think I'm just going to do the lace on the three. Honestly, let me see if I can get you all in. That's me. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the lace here and here. And then just leave the other edges raw. It'll need trimming down that side because it's not, you know, in, but I thought that just gives me a surface to work off. This was a very stained tablecloth, so I had no qualms cutting it up, and it already had that embroidery on it, and I thought, well, do you know what, that will be fine, and that way I can just hang it on the wall when it's done, and it's going to be landscape instead of portrait, because I think that format is somehow nicer. I don't know. Right, let me move that and then it won't blind you anymore. My down the garden path, oh, you remember all the time I spent making this box? Yeah, it fitted, but trying to put it out, everything got caught, all the bits and bobs. So I've now got a box that I don't quite know what I'm going to do with. So it's fine, I'll find another project. So all I've done is very simply hung it on the wall. Let me pause you and I'll show you. Right, I don't know if you can see it there. It's hung next to my So for the Soul one that I did with Ambrook, which is there, and that's the other Roxy Creation one. So yeah, it's hanging up there, and that's fine because I can look at it, I can touch it, it's in the shade, so it's not going to get sun bleached. Right, back to the desk. So it's a bit of an anti-climax for that one, sadly. So yeah, I thought it was going to be amazing, nifty and wonderful, and it just didn't work. I just sat and watched the video back because I couldn't remember how I said I was going to finish it off, and it must have been, yeah, it was a long video, so Lord only knows how long I was faffing with it. So first one, monogram. So I'm going to, I've seen some people doing theirs and I'm like, that is so elaborate, and I, you know, I don't have the time. I really don't. I, you know, still work, etc. And I don't have hours and hours to sit and embroider something. So I'm intending to do an S quite simply, and then I think I'll embellish from there. And it's like the other one, you know, you can always keep adding to it. So yeah, so I'm just going to do it here. I'm not going to go too big actually because we've got 6 months to fit on here. What I might do is put it here and then kind of incorporate those colours into an S. You can clearly see that's machine done, so I'm not cheating much. Right, so yeah, I'm just going to do, sorry, my head is probably going to get in the way here. This is a friction pen, so if I mess it up. does not want to work on this fabric. I just need a rough line. Yeah, I know the working thing is just an excuse because you can always say, well, you know, just take the time, but yeah. I like to think I've got some sort of life. Not much. I'm just, I could have done with being a bit rounder there. This is the beauty of a friction pen. Are they friction or friction? I know, I never know how to pronounce that. Just warm up my iron. I'll get rid of that line now. What I'm intending to do is couching. I think it was Rachel that suggested couching. One of them did. That still fries my head the way that that works. The amount of times. Yeah, so I'm going to do couching. Sorry, I'm very discombobulated this morning, so apologise if I'm not making much sense, but what's new? Right, just wait for the iron to warm up. We'll get rid of that line. I've had a really late night. I was dog sitting my grand puppy last night, and my daughter came home about 12, and by the time we sort of driven home it was 12:30, and then, you know, the body said, wake up, let's wake up at 6:30, shall we? I was like, no, let's not. Come on, iron, honestly, it doesn't usually take that long. Right, so threads wise, 18 new, I guess I might do the blue actually, because blue is my favourite colour. Are you going to reach? No. Move the electrical socket a little bit closer. I want it to be quite a simple one, and then I can add. See, I want to stop pushing the end. It doesn't work like that. It's a bit better. Still doing it. I know, Martha, you said you had exactly the same experience with that pen. Oh my lordy. Thought it was broken. Oh, stop doing that. Okay, and then I can add in, you know, I can just freehand the rest of it. I just wanted the actual initial to be done, if you like, and then yeah. Right, I'm just going to gather some threads and I will be back with you. Right, I found some threads. Let me just drag you down a bit because you're a bit high up now, aren't you? Yeah, you can see the S there, okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I found this cord in the old stash. Then I've got these other cords here, or threads. I'm just trying to think how to do this. I think the best thing is if I stitch this down with, so I've got this nice shiny blue one, no idea what it is. It's if you've been with me for a while, it's suitcase yarn. You'll know what that means. Because that is almost the same blue as that. I could couch with that and then go in with these for embroidery. Might even do some of these sort of similar flowers. That's it, we've got a plan. We're going for it. I don't expect I'll get it all done in this video. We shall see. I've been making some really long ones lately. I'm sorry if they're super boring. I'm going to see if I can download. I've got a video editor that I use. It's on my phone. I don't know if it works on a laptop. If it does, I'm going to download it on that, because my eyesight is definitely failing me and I just can't see it. Can't see the editing buttons and things properly. So yeah, I'll get my eyes tested. Is it next week or the week after, I think? And yeah, I'm starting to lose my close-up vision, which is a real pain in the bum because that always used to be one of my strong points. But there it is. Old age officially sucks. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it that way. Are you still in shot? Ooh, he fell over then. You hear a crash, you know what's happened. It's me on my bottom. Right. Okay, so I'm going to couch this first. Now, I can't for the life of me. You have to thread it up through. It's annoying because I watched Sarah Humphrey doing it. Mind you, it was a while ago with my memory, which permanently sucks. I think you just do that, don't you? And then you drag that through to the back. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. Right, well, we don't need this monstrously long. Blah, blah. Right, let's chop it there. And we can get rid of that. Right. How is everybody? Like I say, I'm pretty knackered at the moment, quite frankly. Not going to lie. Oof. It's been... I never have much planned, but it always ends up busy. When I sign on a Tuesday, my colleague always says, "How was your weekend?" And I'm like, "It just went." And, you know, I always sort of say, I'm not going to have a busy weekend. And they end up busy. But never mind. It's better than sat on your backside bored, isn't it? So, yes. I think I'm doing this right. I remember watching Sarah do it. I'm pretty sure this is what you do. I really should have it in a hoop, really, but I've got a hoop, but I have been tempted to get one of those sort of lap, I don't know what they call them, where it holds your hoop, basically. I don't know if it's worth getting. The trouble is you can't work like this. You have to sort of up, down, don't you? I don't know what I'm on about anymore. I'm tired, excuse me. I'm just going to sew. It's probably the safest thing. Still got quite a storm going on. I went out first thing with my youngest, with Hades, the giant hound, and we're just coming back to the car and the heavens opened and we were drenched within minutes. So, and Hades always sulks when he's going back to the car, so he slowed down and we're like, no, keep going. Crikey. Soaked. Trying to concentrate and get this somewhat even. I'll probably just get this stitched on. Sorry, I'm absolutely exhausted. I need to go and grab a coffee and just chill out for a bit. So, which is exactly what I'm going to do. There might even be an afternoon doze. Oh, there probably won't. I never let myself relax. I'm terrible. Spacing just right. Yeah, the good thing about last night was I'm doing this great little stitchery swap on Annie Claxton's Discord group, and I was able to take the bits that I've done and finish them all off last night, so that was really great, because I kept putting it off, and I was like, just, if that's all I take, I'll get them done. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. I could speed this up by cheating a little bit. Let me turn that round. anyway, I was a good girl last night. I got it all done, so they're all ready in their envelopes, all ready to go off to their new homes. What on earth are you doing? I don't know. Thinking. Sorry. Am I driving you bananas? Yeah, some amazingly elaborate one's going to be done. I don't know if you've been watching them. Oh my lordy. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. Who knows? I might go elaborate. You never know. I'm just going to carry on the way I was going because that is not working. I was hoping I'd be able to just sort of thread it under. But just take your time, Susie Woo. Slipping off the edge. Gonna have the same trouble as I did with the other one until I get used to it. Got used to doing little projects, that's the problem. I'm desperately trying to get hold of an embellisher machine. I really want to have a go at that. They're felt, you know, they do the felting. But they're all up north. And I keep saying to people, look, I'm happy to pay the postage if you just stick it in it on a courier. You know, it'll only be about £6, but nobody's willing to do it. It's so annoying. And my brother, because he's in the Midlands, he was going to pick one up for me because he was up, I think it was Lake District way. And I said to him, you know, you message her. I said, and you can get the address and everything. And he got it all planned to go and pick it up. And then she messaged him and said, oh, sorry, sold it. And I said to him, yeah, has she? And he went, oh, I don't know. I said, right, okay. Oh, slightly frustrating. Yeah. I shall get one. I shall persevere. There'll be one down this way, I expect, at some point, which I can just go and collect myself. I know when I'd got some really big, heavy curtains, which I no longer needed anymore, basically, and but they were such good quality. You know, they were all fully lined, and they were beautiful, but far too much for this little house. And I had a Victorian semi when I lived up in Stafford, so that's why I had them, because they were beautiful in the windows there. Anyway, I put them on Gumtree, and a lady contacted me and she said, do you think you'd post? And I thought, yeah, I don't mind posting stuff if you're happy to pay the price. I said, they weigh a ton. And she went, no, it's fine. She said, that's fine. I said, well, I'll send them via courier because it's sometimes a bit cheaper than the post office. And I simply put them in a bin bag and off they went. I mean, it really wasn't rocket science. And all the ones that I was looking at all came with their boxes, you know, so it's not like they're going to be loose machines without packaging. So yeah, but there you go. I guess that's folk for you. Some people. But well, I'm happy to pay for the machine and the postage, please. No. But when I get one, I shall enjoy playing with it. But I'm in no hurry, because I have just cleared out all my room. It's nice to have the space at the moment. but I feel it would be something I'd love playing with. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, the prompts on this. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. I say the two that I watched, I can't for the life of me think who they were, sorry. But they were, oh my lord, really elaborate. And yeah. It's weird. I can spend hours on some jobs, and on other jobs I just think, no, I haven't got the time. No, really impatient. And it's silly because I do have the patience. I don't know. Probably a bit of laziness kicking in. I don't know. Are we going a bit wonky here? We are, aren't we? I think that'll be alright though. That'll be fine. I'm not an embroiderer. I just bumble along. I know when I used to go and visit all these shows, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get that. And I'll have loads of time to do it. And I just never got round to it. There's quite a few things in this house like that, unfortunately. I found, when I was tidying up downstairs, I found, I think it's like the little little scissors, your little sewing scissors pouch. And it's a kit to basically, I can't remember if it's cross stitch. Anyway, it's a little kit. And I found it the other day. And I thought, wow, I didn't get round to that after all. So it's got to be on my to-do list, I think, get it done. So, not that I particularly need it, but I've got quite a few scissor cases. I'm tempted to kind of spread them out like that and couch them down too. What do we think? Because that would kind of mirror that there. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We've got terrific storms going on down here at the moment. I don't know if you probably can't hear the wind, but it's all good because the humidity, was it yesterday? Oh man, it was just, I think it was 98% humidity down here. Oh, that's ludicrous. We you know, we're in England. Come on, you know. We don't have good weather like that. We have rain and cold. That is what we're used to. We can't cope when the sun comes out. I'm hoping that's going to stay. This is quite a slippery thread. I should have used the cotton one in hindsight, but I didn't. Never mind. It'll be fine. It'll be behind a picture frame. It is not going to be touched and unfravelled. Fravelled? There's a word for you today. Oh, no, you don't want to go there. Yes, you do. I lied. I apologise if the camera keeps going in and out. I can't remember one of the videos that I watched back. Well, I sped through it actually. I always encourage you to do that. Don't sit and listen to me rambling on unless you really want to. Yeah, I sped through it. Oh, it was the art one that I've just done. Joke. And the camera kept phasing in and out, and I've taken, it hasn't got autofocus on my phone, I don't think, so I don't really know why it's doing that, because I find that really annoying. So apologies if that's been happening for years. Probably I've only just noticed it. you little thread, need to get back with your brothers, because you're going to look silly out there. Come on, behave. No misbehaving threads today, please. Right, okay. Oh, why have I got a loop there? I really don't want you. It's well and truly caught, so hopefully it'll be all right. Because the other thing I haven't done is backed this with anything, but it is a really thick cloth, so I'm hoping it's not going to need it. I'm double knotting and treble knotting because this is a super slippery thread. Please do not come undone. What are you? Right. Let's have a quick look. Do we even like it? If not, I'll unpick it. It's kind of alright. Okay, so I might do the same here. Chop those a little bit shorter and sort of twirly whirl them. Do you reckon? I kind of like it. Did I press record again? Oh yeah, very good. It's one of life's little bonuses. I wonder if I can get those to... I might take those through to the back actually. I think that's how Sarah did it, isn't it? Did you take them through? Can you answer me please? I can't hear anybody. I'm gonna need a really big needle. Oh, sorry, just wiggled you. I got a whopping great chenille. Oh, I know which one I do. The one I use for my junk journals. That's got a great beak. Didn't need to go and get you after all. It's going to be quite big. Maybe that one. Let's have a look. If nothing else, we can just take this all out and start again. Right, let's put you in there. Take you through first. Yes, I should be using my needle threader. Where is my whatnot? There you are. Don't fail me. What are you caught on? A sequin. Lovely. If you do these little pockets, do them on the back where there's no bits and bobs. Don't be a lunatic like me. Right. Okay. Can you tell I'm tired? Nothing's working, not even the brain. Gonna come through? What are you gonna do? Fine. All you experienced people out there, you're shouting at me, aren't you? I can hear it. Fine, okay. Let's just forget you. It was almost through. Right. Serious attack now. Come on. The eye is plenty big enough for it to go through. One. Ay caramba. Squish and through. Go. Two. Get ready. So it might have actually worked. Everybody in, please. That's it. I seem to remember Sarah saying just finish them off on the back. Might do is tape those for now, and then if I do embroidery around there, I can, I'm looking for my tape, I can stitch over them with the embroidery basically. So it just stops them being a pain. Like I say, this is, you know, okay. Ooh, I'm going to watch that. I might have to drag them back round there. You can actually see them through there. Okay. So if you can see it, let me see if you can see it. Beware of that. If you've got dark threads, can you see the shadow? Anyway. Okay. Well, we've made a start. I'm going to go and check out some designs on Pinterest for, you know, flowers and swirly bits and things like that. And yeah, and then design if I'm going to put some flowers or what I'm going to do really. So I'll just wait till that heats up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, actually that was fairly simple, wasn't it? So that's okay. Yeah, definitely I think some of these to emulate, you know, to copy this ish, might as well make use of it. It's there, so just get rid of those lines. I shall warp my cutting board if I put that right on there. Right, okay. I'm going to call that a video because I'm absolutely shattered, so I'm going to go and chill out for the rest of the day and design something for this. So I might have a flower coming down there, but I definitely need to remember to tuck those back there. Am I likely to remember? Oh, blimey, that tape stuck well. What were you? Oh, it's that stuff you put on your wounds. Can't remember the name. I'm gonna do this now because I will forget, and then I'll do that, and then it'll be right in my face, and that'll annoy me. Sorry, I'm gonna let you go. Right, so they all need to basically stitch back there, out of the way. And that way, yeah, that's better. Obviously you can't see them. Happy days. Right, I'm going to go. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's not very exciting today, but at least I've talked you through what I'm planning to do, what format and stuff like that. So you've got an idea of what I'm up to. And yeah, what do I do with that needle? Probably put it somewhere where it shouldn't be. I'm going. I'll see you later. Bye.